This is the GV Podcast, a variety review podcast featuring two of the three idiots giving their thoughts on cartoons and anime. This is an opinion-based podcast, and there's no way we're saying our thoughts and opinions are objective. Keep this in mind and enjoy the show. That's the song in the intro. Hello everybody, my name's Mayhem!
Jinsu.
I'm Duke.
And today we're talking about Season 3 of My Hero Academia. That was the right intro, right? There's a lot of them.
Trying to remember. For some reason, the moment I thought even My Hero intro, the first one that came to mind was the whole
Oh my god.
But that was the end of Season 2, so no.
We're just gonna go with yes, and if I'm wrong, then that's future me's problem.
Oh. Yes, you're right.
Oh no.
I think.
There's a huge problem, Jinsu. I got something right about My Hero Academia. Time to kill myself.
Ending the episode.
Just ends.
Going home. I have to start over in my file of Bloodborne because I got my own copy.
I gotta do all this shit again.
Yeah, for some reason the save data's in the disk and not like just the files and the save data's in your system.
What?
So I've been playing Bloodborne.
Yeah.
And I bought my own disc because the disc I've been using isn't my copy. So I bought my own copy. And it's a slightly different version. It's Game of the Year edition.
Oh,
so when I
so
put
it's completely different.
It read as a completely different game, and so none of my save files from the other game went through.
So weird.
I have to start over.
So
it's fine.
weird.
It's fine. I wanted to start over anyway. I fucked up on a lot of side quests.
That's always a shame with those games. You just fuck it up. But My Hero Academia Season 3.
This covers basic words for what these arcs are the summer camp training arc, essentially.
Summer camp.
The massive fight between All For One and All Might.
Yeah.
As well as the provisional hero license exam. And finally, last two things were Deku versus Kachan Part 2, as well as introduction of Mirio.
Part 2, Part 1, Part 3?
No, just Part 2. No, you're an idiot.
I'm just going off the rules that Attack on Titan has set. Part 2,
no,
Part
for
2,
you, what
the final
JoJo
season,
set.
the final season, Part 2, Part 1, Part 3.
Don't you remember? Those are the rules set by JoJo.
JoJo, yeah. But yeah, I find it funny with this little arc has a lot going on, but it definitely doesn't start that way.
It doesn't go too crazy with what goes on, and that's kind of what I'm happy about. Of like crazy shit happens, but not to a over extent, basically.
It's definitely setting things up.
Yeah.
For another, or for what's going to happen.
It's the halfway point.
It's kind of funny, like to visualize the show that you've watched, Jinzu, is the fact that it's like 1 to 3, and then it's skip 4 and 5, or just 4.
Wait, I'm confused. What are you talking about?
The seasons
of the seasons of My Hero. What have you skipped?
I skipped 4 and 5. I skipped 4 and 5, and then I just watched whatever the fuck was happening in 6 because my roommate was watching it, and I was like, I've heard everyone talk about it nonstop, and it's gotten spoiled for me like constantly, so I don't even care.
Yeah,
just watch the new shit.
Which honestly, yeah, that's you skipped the best seasons to skip.
Have I?
Yeah.
Season 5 is okay to skip, I will say. It's Season 4 that is my favorite.
4 is the most inconsequential to the overall story. Compared to the rest.
Dick. No, I say that because you say that right after I say, oh yeah, Season 4 is my favorite. It's the most inconsequential.
That's what I was trying to get in before you said it.
Just damn.
But yeah, it's because mainly for Jinzu when he's watching it. It's the most.
Oh, my favorite season's this. That season doesn't matter. It's shit.
I was saying in the context of Jinzu watching. It's the most inconsequential for him skipping
also,
to the overall story.
It's the worst season. I don't even care. That's why I skipped it.
Overhaul vs. Deku was one of the best fights in the fucking series.
But is it important?
But can he beat Goku?
You bitch. Like, genuinely, for so many reasons, it actually is. Because, mind you, the whole quirk erasing bullets, Overhaul in general as a character.
Yes.
Airy.
Yes, it does set up those things. But Jinzu doesn't care.
Then yes, it's important.
Jinzu doesn't care.
I thought you were about to ask the question again. But is it important? You just listed 3 things. Yes.
But we're not there yet. We're on season 3.
Anyway. What do you guys think of the 3rd season? Like, all those arcs of from the summer camp all the way to Mirio being introduced.
The summer camp has the most important thing that they start having in the show, which is showing how other people besides the main character and his rivals get stronger. It shows how other people in his class actually improve.
Yeah.
And
Not much, but still enough for now.
It begins the concept of seeing them also train and get better. So it's like, so that when shit goes down in season 6, people are not like, what is that? What is this person gonna do? I didn't see them do anything.
Yeah.
But you actually see them train.
Double-edged sword. I'm gonna say that right now.
Really?
The reason I say that is because for fans, what they end up doing is they go like, oh, okay, if all these characters matter, then I want to see a big moment for all of them. And it's like not every person's going to get a big moment.
Yeah, that is
not
issue.
everyone. Like, characters that won't get big moments are people like Sugar Rush. Not much he can do.
No, he should never get a big moment. Like, that's the issue, is that, like...
He's a hero of the week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I eat sugar.
Tail
Guy has, like, his moments are a bit more, like, with talking with everybody else. Those are his bigger moments.
His biggest moment was getting mind controlled.
That too, yeah.
And then talking to Deku.
Yeah.
That was it.
Those kind of moments. But it still
Wait,
shows...
even then it didn't matter.
Invisible Girl.
Invisible Girl, she won't really matter, but...
She's the one that just brings up the worst questions.
I was gonna say, when it came to,
Because no one can spot us.
Yeah.
Tail Guy's importance was supposed to be like, hey, I've warned you of his power. What does he do with that knowledge? He ignores that knowledge and still confronts him.
I'm gonna still go.
I'm gonna still answer his question. Shit!
But Jinsu, why does Waldo from Where's Waldo? Why does he wear stripes?
Why?
Because he doesn't want to be he doesn't want to be spotted. I become a genius, taking someone else's joke and making it my own.
Excellent.
Imagine that is like a superpower that like you're not invisible, you're just really hard for someone to see you and like
you're just really good at blending in.
Yeah, blending in. Yeah. Honestly, that could work.
Yeah. I mentioned it a few times, but my favorite variation of it is the guy's not invisible. It's just every time he is out of sight of a person, they forget who the hell he is.
They forget who he is, yep.
That is still my favorite variation on that, of being undetectable. The only problem is when an X-Men killed him by accident.
And then everybody forgot about him.
Just that moment of just an X-Force member just like, Jesus Christ! Shoots him.
There's a dead body in that room. What room?
I'm pretty sure he did just rot away because of that.
Because anytime anybody looked into the room,
messed up.
Looked into the room, saw him, freaked out because they just see a rotting corpse.
Oh my God! There's a dead body.
What was I doing? What was I talking about?
Oh my God! There's a dead body.
What
was I doing?
Huh?
NPC moment.
Huh? Metal Gear Solid physics.
Yeah.
Mechanics.
So, yeah, this season it sets up a lot of really good stuff, and it has
some
really of the best fights.
There you go. Specify. Be specific.
Don't interrupt me, bitch.
Man.
Sorry, I was quoting Jinsu. You could tell because of the face he's making.
Man, you can take it, bitch!
This season, it definitely allows the next step. Like, if they... Like, this is set during the summer, right?
Yeah.
So this is technically, like... They're in between semesters at the school. So it's like, they're definitely starting to go up in age and skill and experience and all that kind of stuff. This is definitely the season that allows them... That puts them through enough stuff so that they're able to realize, oh God, we're going to the next level, basically.
Yeah. It also gets to just show them how horrifying the level even beyond that is.
Oh, yeah, and how woefully unprepared they are.
Oh, yeah. I can go ahead and run through the story very quickly.
Yes.
Of part one of this is essentially they get to go to a summer camp to train. Only a few of them don't get to have fun because of the fact that they had poor grades.
They still get to go. They just can't have fun.
Yeah, they still train. It's just more written work as well.
It's like the concept of I'm allowing you to have fun now, and it's like I'm not allowing you to have fun now.
The concept, yeah.
When the game just stops all gameplay to put you in a cutscene.
Wow.
I got to watch a video of God of War, Ragnarok, where the dude set himself up to be as powerful as possible, like overpowered.
Yeah.
And so would finish fights so quickly the cutscenes would just start almost automatically.
Why look at that?
But
he was retweeted by Hideo Kojima.
So what ends up happening is they go to summer camp and
shit. Okay.
big thing for Deku is it's basically his story of trying to convince a child whose parents died at the hands of villains that heroes are not that bad.
It definitely gives Deku the experience of being able to understand someone's angle of going through some terrible shit and resenting heroes for it. And
which will be useful later.
It'll definitely be useful later. This is definitely an early stage tool. This is you may not understand it now, but
my family.
But this will be helpful later on. Wait, what?
I was gonna say most messed up start to an episode of just like you have the Funimation opening. Ah, that's nice. Look at the big old robot, big old blue sky. I murdered my family.
Well, this just took a turn.
Oh, okay.
All right, this took a turn.
But so what ends up happening is we get this whole story of him trying to convince Koda is his name, and while he's doing this, like having a whole fun time at the summer camp. Villains!
Ah, shit! This
Villains
place
found this secret base.
This place that every single time we take the main characters to anywhere that isn't the main school, they always get found by the main villains.
It's also the matter of, okay, no one was told about this place except for, like, school officials, so what the hell? How did the villains find this place?
How did they find this? What the hell? Can they literally have a summer camp to enjoy? Can they actually enjoy any amount of time outside of school?
No.
Yeah.
And so
just like real life.
They get invaded. You got Eraserhead fighting Dobby, a fire user, who has no important story at all.
Man, I hope that he dies in a ditch and has no implications in the story. Now I just hope he dies in a ditch after knowing his story importance.
Man, I can't believe it. Man, I'm betting this guy will never have a story arc that is so big that it trends above the election.
I can't believe it. He did.
He trended above the election.
Holy fuck.
He became the president.
He is the president.
Oh my god. But you get Dobby, you get Toga, who's this crazy bitch, Yandere.
She's one of those characters that you go, you idolize them?
Falls in love with Deku as well as Uraraka. She's just crazy. You get World War One.
Mustard gas.
War crimes. And he has a gun.
Just a gun.
I'm just like, don't worry, I can beat this guy. Shoots him. Oh! He's got gas and a gun.
I am reminded of our past conversation. Jinzu, do you remember? How terrifying would it be if Thanos, after getting all of the stones, puts away the gauntlet and pulls out a gun? How scared you going to be that this man is going, I'm not going to use the universe-changing, altering stones.
It would depend on what gun it was.
Just regular, like, Glock.
What? Fuck that.
It's a 45.
Come on. You gotta give him a deagle, man. Come on. Come on.
It's for his giant fingers.
I was gonna say I still like the image of Thanos with a goddamn revolver, just pulling it out, swinging it, and just loading it up with the Infinity Stones.
Yeah, the Infinity Gun is the best concept.
The Infinity Gun is the greatest concept.
Yes.
But
I will shoot you with this gun I found.
Yeah, how do you feel about a poison guy who, like, his entire thing is the fact that he essentially creates, like, mustard gas, but also he has a gun? Jinsu?
Thank you for your thoughts, Jinsu.
God, I hate this.
You're watching terrible CGI of Flash. How you have
Flash and speedsters.
Yeah, it sucks.
Anyways, what are you talking about?
Just the poison dude in season 3 where he had a fucking gun. It's just like, oh yeah, my entire gimmick is that I create poison. I've got a gas mask for it and everything. Oh, also I have this gun that I'm going to shoot you with.
What are you gonna do about that, huh?
It's like the Alessi in part 3.
Oh yeah, where it's like,
who-
my thing, I turn you young.
I turn you into a kid. Also, I have this axe.
Also, I'm going to murder you.
It's like, oh okay.
Because I only want to murder children.
And women.
Live ones, specifically.
when they're alive and screaming.
Is Alessi just what that character would be in JoJo?
He would fit. Big, what's his face? John?
Big Jack Horner.
Jack Horner. That's
Jack Horner. Imagine Jack Horner in JoJo, and it's just Alessi.
No, he would be.
No, he'd be a different character.
He'd be Yoshikage Kira.
No. He'd be like his stand would be like the type of stand that steals other stands or whatever. Because he just wants everything.
Steals the power of
My
stands.
stand, dead puppies.
My stand, dead puppies. Takes away your stand.
There's a band called Sick Puppies.
No!
That's perfect.
There's a band called Sick Puppies.
Well, that's Jack
I
Horner's
was
stand.
joking!
That's Jack Horner's stand. Someone make that.
Holy shit. So anyway.
Dead puppies!
It's purple and like pie themed.
Yeah.
Now imagine Jack Horner Dio posing.
No, I'm just imagining John Mulaney screaming in Japanese.
The world!
Yeah.
Sick puppies.
Deadu puppies.
Why am I about to look up the Japanese translation for sick puppies?
Oh no, in Japanese they would literally just say sicko puppies kind of shit.
I also just want to know what it is.
It is just sicko puppies.
Translate. Not Chinese to English.
Racist.
What?
No, calling Google racist for making it Chinese instead of Japanese.
Oh. That's because China owns everything.
English
fair enough.
to...
You can also look it up.
That's what he's doing.
He's not.
Give me a second.
Oh yeah, we're backseat Google imaging or whatever the fuck. We're backseat Google
Can
searching
you
this
head to
motherfucker.
Cantonese?
No, just do that.
Oh, it's just literal.
You went on Google Translate. What do you think?
That there would be a term for it?
No, Koinu.
Jinsu, say it as clearly as possible as you can.
Byoki no kyoinu?
How would you say that? What the fuck?
Wow.
Why? You can. It's almost like you can speak other languages.
Weeb.
And I can't. So I was gonna murder it, like those puppies.
Anybody who speaks a different language
But
is a weeb.
it's too literal.
Hola, weeb.
What are you doing?
Anyway, we gotta continue.
Shut up!
Summer camp. There's the poison guy. There's teeth guy,
Teeth guy?
Yeah,
which is awful.
he has the worst power.
Twice. Who?
Where his teeth
can clone
turned into
himself.
swords.
There's Big Sis Magna, whose entire thing is that it can turn people of specific gender into magnets
What?
that attract to the other gender.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Which is
Wow, very literally, okay.
It's like that's like one of those. It's a stand power sort of complicated.
Yeah.
Also, it's the only one of two transgender characters, and the fact their entire power is based around gender is kind of funny. Of just, oh, okay.
I can swap who I'm gonna be attracted and repelled by.
I was gonna say the only other thing, the only one not affected by this power is Magna herself.
Just immune to it. That's not interesting.
Wait, what the fuck are we talking about?
One of the villain characters.
The villains of My Hero.
One of the
that's
villain-
an actual character.
Oh,
Big
we're
Sis
talking about My
Magna.
Hero Academia.
Yeah, we're still talking about My Hero. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of the point of this recording.
Remember, we're not talking about JoJo until
I tapped out for a second there.
a second.
No, you're just like, wait, I thought we were talking about Dragon Ball. It's like, no, that was Ross recording.
I thought we were talking about something else.
Anything else?
Batman comics.
Yes.
Muhammad Ali.
Venom
He fought
comics.
Superman.
Muhammad Ali comics.
Welcome to the present, Jinsu. It doesn't get better.
The Muhammad Ali comics is just Baki.
Hate. All right. So they
anyway,
attack.
other ones we got were what's his name? I always forget it.
I don't know.
The lizard dude with the big ass
Spinner.
Spinner. You know the reason I keep messing it up?
Why?
I imagine it's something sharp related.
Splinter.
Because Splinter, because turtles. Like
I think that's
Shredder.
why.
Yeah, so Spinner, but for some reason, every time I hear it, I think the name is like Splicer or something like that.
Which honestly would have been better. Spitter!
Quitter!
Sonic! Wait. Shit, that's taken!
Okay, get out.
But yeah, no, you get Spinner, whose entire thing is just that he's a lizard, he's a Ninja Turtle, and so he's just got a big-ass sword, which was destroyed the instant it was brought in, and the reason why is because Horikoshi hated to draw it. That's literally what he said. I got rid of the sword because I hated it.
It's like the most intimidating thing you've seen. It's literally just a bunch of weapons just tied together.
It's really not intimidating when you think about it a little further, it is just like 1,000 kitchen knives taped together.
Which is terrifying. Terrifying that someone went through that someone made that willingly.
The reason he has the bandages is not to look like what's his name? Stain. No, it's because of the fact that he cut himself so many times.
Ow.
Can you imagine that for a second of just like, okay, I've got my katana. Okay, 1 kitchen knife, 2 just taping it to the katana.
Starting with 1, yeah, and then just building off from there.
The fucking grafted greatsword from Elden Ring.
Yeah, there you go! Except less convenient, because it could just blow apart.
Just blows up instantly.
I wish there were more grafted weapons in that game. Could you imagine a grafted spear?
Can you imagine a grafted...
Imagine a grafted
graft
spear,
this dick?
and it's just a grafted spear, and it's just a collection of spears tied together, so it's
just a bundle of sticks.
That's just
Jesus.
that's just Tears of the Kingdom.
Jesus.
And
anyway,
then the last one, the last villain.
This is the big fight for Deku to prove that heroes are pretty cool. Muscular, who, holy shit, is awesome. Of his entire thing is the fact that he just creates more and more muscles.
For himself.
He creates more and more muscles for you, Jinsu.
You see like the fibers and shit growing off of his face.
Yep.
It's kind of like Attack on Titan.
He's got like a weird like thing going on with his eye that I never really understand.
It was pulled out. Or not pulled out, but it was basically, he got his eye taken by Koda's parents.
But it's also like has teeth in it.
It's a mechanical replacement.
It's a prosthetic.
It's weird.
Yeah.
You never heard of ocular prosthetics?
Here's the thing. I don't remember.
What?
I don't remember that word. I don't read.
Like how you don't remember where your balls went.
Oh, where are they?
Mayhem. The truth is...
You bastard!
Just holding my hands up, the truth is...
It's...
why is it... Oh, why is it...
It's how I turn it on you.
It's quaking. Anyways.
It's been November for 2 months!
It's been November for 5 years.
5
I was
years.
gonna say it's November every month.
Yeah.
That was horrendous.
It should be. Anyways. The fuck are we talking about?
The fight.
The Mayhem's balls.
No!
So anyway, Muscular versus Deku Deku is just being absolutely destroyed in this fight. Like, he has no chance.
Yeah.
He's just getting messed up. The only thing that managed to help him win was literal bullshit of one for all, 1,000,000%.
Yeah, he just decides to do that.
And it had no repercussions on it.
It's mentioned that it is bullshit. Well, it has repercussions of he was running around the entire time, his arms absolutely shattered and had to be held at all times by Tenta arms.
Gross.
By Tenta arms.
Yeah, so Tenta arms helped him out after that. But yeah, he beats Muscular, proves that heroes are pretty cool. And in the meantime, Kachan gets kidnapped. Bakugo gets kidnapped.
Yeah, they decide to kidnap the guy with explosion powers.
I think we can make him a villain.
You bastards! I'll fucking murder you!
Which I was like, well, I saw that shit and I was like, oh fuck! I like assumed that when like I first
Like he
met
actually
his...
would become a villain?
Yeah, but like then he like just goes, fuck you guys, and then blows their shit up.
Which was like,
Spoilers,
oh,
by the
okay,
way.
that's a cool turn on it. No, that's actually perfect. We can lead into that. So all the kids go to the hospital and they're told like, okay, whatever you do, don't be protagonist. Jinsu, no protagonizing.
What?
No protagonizing.
It's the opposite of antagonizing,
Oh.
which is be the one in the way.
Don't you go protagonizing me.
wait. The act of someone protagonizing on you means that you're the one standing in their way.
Yes.
Well, the definition of protagonist antagonist is.
Why does that keep happening?
Oh.
Stop.
Oh, that wasn't tight enough. Okay. What was it?
Oh, now it's not.
No, that's not it at all. That's not the right thing. That's not the correct thing.
It's this.
Yes.
But I don't know how to.
It's just Titan. It's literally just tight, like a regular Titan thing. Like watch this. Hold on. I fixed. Fuck you.
Jesus.
Wow, is this
It's
not?
a euphemism for my limp dick.
And then you do this, and then you do that. Keep it all together, and then you tighten, and then there you go. It's two separate joints that do the same thing.
And just like erectile dysfunction, no matter what you do, it doesn't.
Fuck you! I fixed it, and then you didn't fix it.
That's funny.
So anyway,
Anyways.
protagonist.
You
goes
unfixed it.
So anyway, protagonist goes protagonizing and ends up going to the plot and are severely.
Isn't this the one where like when they go there they like dress up
Yeah.
as in disguises
Yeah.
for just some fucking reason?
Like, we
For
got
the fun
this.
of
We
it.
can help out Bakugo.
We need to buy
They go to
guys.
the-
We need to buy these very expensive clothes, guys. We need to blend in with these very expensive clothes, guys.
They
Creative, bitch who has money.
Get into lots of debt. Get in debt. Get in debt. Get in debt.
I was gonna say, the funny thing is, it's like they go to the wrong place, but plot be plotting, so
They still end
what
up in
ends
the
up
right
happening
place.
is a raid happens at the place where Shigaraki and the crew are, where Bakugo is. All Might just messes everybody up alongside the one ninja dude. I forget what his name is, but he's pretty cool.
The one with the pierce power.
Yeah, where he can turn into like a needle and pierce through anything.
Yeah. Which is
He
really
pierces a bunch of people's hearts to stop them in place.
to murder them.
It's not murder.
It's acupuncture.
It's acupuncture.
It's not murder. They're just not alive anymore.
What? She stabbed Jinsu. See, he's not dead.
I have the
He's
license.
not breathing.
I have the license to do it.
See this badge?
That means I can kill whoever I want.
No, it's like Patrick's fishing license.
Preferably puppies.
Live ones.
Live ones, to be specific.
You
Because
ever
that's how
seen-
you
ever
murder.
seen- I was gonna say, you ever seen Patrick Starr's fishing license?
No.
It's literally just a
He has
man,
a license to fish.
and he's holding up a man, like one of the regular fish people, as if he was like a real person holding up a fish. And the guy's like, "Oh!"
He can legally kill.
He has a license to kill.
Yeah.
License to capture. A license to kidnap, actually.
I'm surprised that's not an episode of SpongeBob. Now that I think about it,
That he's a secret agent.
SpongeBob license to fish.
License to fish. He's just sitting on a boat but like upside down at the surface, and the hook is going down to the water, and then his target walks by. Oh, a piece of cheese! Ah!
No. He goes fishing for people.
Oh God, that's terrifying.
Imagine he's
Especially-
at the top of the ocean.
Okay.
And the boat's sitting there upside down, and he's.
It's a mermaid. It's a mermaid.
Yeah, no, it's anything that people want. Money,
Hamburger.
donuts, hamburgers, a
Mermaids.
full woman.
Mermaids.
Yeah,
It would be a
and
mermaid.
so you just see a bunch of boats. Just they go over, and so once they flop into the water, they flop onto his boat like a fish.
No, yeah, they flop like a fish.
I was gonna say it's him catching the voice actors.
Oh my God.
Pretty good.
All right, My Hero Academia.
I just wrote an entire episode. Where are you at, Nickelodeon? Pay me.
Suing you. Shit!
Suing you for defamation. And whatever.
No,
the fuck.
SNL
Cease and
was sued for
desist.
defamation.
Oh yeah.
Cease and desist.
So anyway, the raid happens. They leave
Shadow
with
Legends?
Bakugo, except Kurogiri cannot take them because he's unconscious.
Who?
The one who can make portals.
There you go. Now the audience knows who the fuck you're talking about.
Who?
Now Jinzu still doesn't know who you're talking about.
The one who can make portals.
The one who
that
allows-
looks like
Oh,
purple weed
Blackgate.
smoke.
Blackgate.
Yeah, the one who can make the villains escape and fight another day.
Instead of teleporting that way, they puke up sludge and teleport away.
What?
That's what All for One does.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what his power is. If he could teleport you away through black sludge, but apparently it's kind of limited. He can't do it for himself. I think it's kind of weird. But anyway, he takes it. Quit jacking off. I can hear you over there, Mayhem. Ah! Just because you see Spinner and imagine a female Spinner doesn't mean you can jack off.
I don't have to imagine.
I have a website.
I have the internet.
Instead of our notes of what to talk about, it's just an image of female
rules.
Spinner.
I have 34 rules.
I have infinite pages of Rule 34.
My God. Power. Unleash stand power. Rule 34.
Now that's that's just Toon World or whatever the fuck that one power was.
Oh. But anyway, what? God, I hate that you just knocked me out with that one statement.
Yes.
Anyway, what ends up happening is all of them teleport away, and there's one moment that I remember was memed to shit when it first came out of All Might when Bakugo gets taken away. He reaches over and tries to grab Bakugo, but misses, and so Bakugo goes away.
Bakugo goes away.
Bakugo goes away.
Bakugozo?
And so it's Chris Sabat just going, no! Fuck! I remember. Let me grab that real quick because I remember so many people shared this for a meme.
There's a clip that happens in the intro that's kind of towards in this area that Duke every time he sees it just goes yeah because it's just All Might screaming.
Yeah. Let me see.
So no head.
Stop trying to get head from Jinsu.
I'll get that lettuce someday. Oh my God!
There it is.
Oh, yeah.
Shit!
It was a meme for years.
It was a meme for years. It just like try to catch. No!
It's like Spider-Man when his parents disappeared right in front of him, and he's like, no!
Yeah, but so it's like, oh no, they've escaped. What are we gonna do? Oh, All Might just jumps his way back over to where All for One is. Okay. Speaking of All for One, what's going on with him? Well, he got encountered by It was one of the Pussycats. It was one of which we forgot to talk about, but honestly, they don't matter.
I don't like him.
Yeah, there's the group that trained them at the summer camp were the Wild Pussycats, which include Tiger,
A man.
Yeah, Tiger, a man, Uncomfortable Eyes, Ragdoll,
Who can
just
see.
normal one, the normal motherly figure, and finally Cougar.
And just a cougar. Literally just cougar.
Yeah, she was a cougar.
They embody every single type of cat. Unfortunately,
The problem is, I will say, it seemed like two of them were almost cougars because of that. There's one scene where Koda had fallen off and hurt himself.
Mm-hmm.
And so Deku brings him to Mandalay, the normal one, and he's just still in the towel
Oh, yeah.
the entire scene. And I remember watching that just 5 minutes away from being an entirely different anime. It's 5 minutes away. Just this ripped 16-year-old standing there. It's just like 5 minutes away. This is awful.
This takes one age rating up from being something completely different.
Mm-hmm. But, so I'm trying to remember. The reason that Pussycat Tiger is there is because of the fact that
Revenge!
Trying to save his friend who was also kidnapped. And so it's him, it's Mount Lady,
Yes.
and Best Genus.
Best Genius, the now realized Batman of this world.
Man, imagine Batman, but jeans.
But jeans. He's wearing his
Jinzu.
He's wearing his jute.
Batman, but jeans.
He's wearing his battle armor jute.
What kind of belt he got on? Is
the
his
jean
cape,
belt.
Is the cape tucked in, or is it?
It's a
It's
pair
a
of
jean
pants.
cape.
It's a pair of pants.
It's a jean cape.
It's a jape.
It's a jape.
Imagine
The jean belt is the
cells-
gelt.
Imagine cells like wings, but there's the pants. They
Yeah.
have pants on.
Yeah. Not if my Jape has anything to say about this.
His Jupiter Jower. What is his Jupiter Jower, Mayhem?
Hey kid, what's your name? I can't remember. Where are you from? I can't remember. You say you can't remember anything? I remember the Alamo. Yeah!
Anyway. So, they have this whole fight where they get absolutely obliterated by All for One. All for One meets up with all his underlings, including Shigaraki, of just like, go on, my boy. Be the greatest evil.
Everything the light touches will burn.
Yeah. And they've got Bakugo, and the kids are like, what do we do with Bakugo? What the fuck? And All Might shows up and is just like, okay, time for me to absolutely obliterate your asshole. So, they get into a fight, and while they're fighting, Deku comes up with a plan to retrieve Bakugo, and so has this awesome moment where Ida, Todoroki, and Deku shoot off on ice. No, it's not Todoroki, it's Kirishima. And it's like, why Kirishima? Because he's the most important one to this plan. How? Kirishima reaching down. Come on! My friend has called.
It's the only one that listens.
Yeah. And so this cool moment of Bakugo blasting off and catching Kirishima's hand, and they escape off together.
Yep.
And so All Might gets to fight All for One.
Again.
1v1. This time it's exposed to the public.
And All Might is still having the issue of containing his weaker form, his base form.
Yeah, it gets revealed to the public that he's got his weak form, that he's losing his power. And so the only thing that really helps to motivate him is a woman being crushed by debris, as well as Endeavor of all people. So we get this final moment that's so cool of goes for this punch because all of him is powered down except for his arm.
Yeah.
And so he goes in for this punch, and it gets punched back by All for One, who breaks that arm, and it's like, what a weak punch! That's because I didn't put my back into it! Reaches back, calls out, what was it, plus ultra kind of shit, and reaches out for a punch, saying goodbye. All for One, United States of Smash! As he obliterates All for One.
As his base, regular super strong attack is a city in New York.
Yeah.
It is not New York. Is Michigan, Detroit. But here we go with all of the states attack.
Yeah. United States of Smash, yes.
Which is just...
United States of Smash is just the nickname for me going around the country.
United States of Smash is just the thing that Jinzu does when he tries to find people to actually play games with.
Yeah. New organization.
to find competitors that actually play the game as hard and as intensely as he does.
Which there are plenty of.
But ends up destroying him, and what was it? His last lines are just goodbye. One for all,
and that means that he don't get the
lost his power.
He don't get the power anymore.
And last thing he does is he stands triumphant, showing that he's won the battle. And as everybody is beginning to leave, he points to the camera and says, "You're next." And the person that happened to be watching the TV at that point was Deku, and so Deku understands this is it. This was the last he had in him. And so now it's up to Deku.
The reserves are finally dry.
Yep.
The old guard has now exhausted its reserves, and it's up to the new guard.
Next part is even easier to summarize. It's just an exam to get their hero licenses.
To get them to go to the movie?
Basically, everybody gets their hero license except for Todoroki and Bakugo. The reason why is just because they fucked around too much, and they ended up meeting up with the other big school of Japan, Shiketsu.
Oh, and we get to meet that one character,
Wind Dude, whose
Wind
entire
Power.
thing is the fact that he hated Endeavor because Endeavor's a dickhead.
He's one of those people that say never meet your heroes.
Yeah. The big news about this arc, honestly, was towards the end when we get Bakugo heading over to Deku. And he says, okay, we really need to talk about your quirk. And so it sets up for the next episode in which he talks to him and says, I know. And he's like, oh, shit. Bakugo knows about Deku's quirk and the fact that that's All Might's quirk.
I know your secret.
Dun, dun, dun.
Leads to a
The most
great
observant
fight.
one.
It's another one of those, like, they're not actively trying to kill each other, but they're not going 100%
They're
all
pushing
out,
each other, though.
but they're pushing each other, yeah.
Perfectly animated fight. I honestly love this fight.
I know
So
your
good.
secret. What is it? That you're gay. What? No, that's not the...
What?
That, what? No, that's not...
No, that's
I'm
what the
Spider-Man.
fan base says. No, Spider-Man.
No, here's...
I'm-
Okay,
I'm
no.
fine.
Okay, here's... Okay, so... That's not the secret I've been hiding from you.
I've got a secret I've been hiding from you. You're gay. I've got 2 secrets I've been hiding from you. Let's see. So they have their fight. It's really cool, honestly, of just one of the most bitchin' fights in the series at
It's
this
pretty
point.
good. It's pretty good.
So much emotion tied to it. Just this moment where he finally gets to reveal that, like, Bakugo has been feeling like shit this entire time.
I just be a dick to you.
No, because he blames himself for All Might.
Yeah, and All Might lost all of his powers because of me,
I was kidnapped.
and I hate you.
And so they fight.
Relevance?
They settle their dispute, basically their hatred for each other, and All Might shows up and is just like, okay, taking you both under my wing. And that's basically what would be the end of the season if it weren't for the next episode. That's just like, oh, okay, we're coming close to we're back from school, or we're back from all that shit of getting your hero license.
I've been
Hey!
traumatized.
There are third years that are really good. They're the big 3. Looks at DC. And so it's like, okay, who are these guys? And we actually get to see them. Instead of it just being a side thing, of
It's,
like, we get to see it next season. No, we see it.
It's Tintin, Sasuke, and character that is actually kind of unique, but I hope that got picked up.
It's, what's her name? Nejire,
Spiral electricity.
the guy who eats, and Mirio.
The guy who swims through-
Tamaki's the other one. And all of them are actually really well done characters. They're very fun. So you've got the socially anxious Batman. You've got Wonder Woman, as hot as any other Wonder Woman. Perfect. And obviously Superman,
the shining,
Which-
smiling Superman.
perfect Boy Scout.
Which
honestly.
we need more Boy Scout Superman.
But yeah, we see them, and Mirio's just like, oh, here, let me check out your guys' powers. How am I gonna check them out? Let's fight, all you guys against me. This seems easy because, there's all of us versus just one of you. His power is he can go intangible and go through the floor,
He could just swim through the ground.
and then once he hardens back up, he shoots out and beats the shit out of you.
He gets like cannonballed out. Yeah.
He's perfectly figured out this power, and so has this whole thing of just showing off how cool he is.
It's a great one.
And
It's
so-
honestly one of my favorite quirks.
There he is, set up for the next season.
Yeah.
And teaser for the end of the season is a mysterious eyeglass wearing nerdy character. That when I first saw it, I was like, "Oh, is that a villain?" No, we'll
Nope.
see later. But he's not a villain at all.
So yeah, that was season 3 of My Hero Academia.
Pretty good season.
Any
Any characters that were notable for you?
Spiral electricity, yes, definitely a highlight. But
Nejire, nice. Yeah.
but the overall, and like this is like one of the best introductions to the League of Villains and their members and all that kind of stuff. The fact that Toga, especially her with the in the tests, even after the camp, she gets a really good moment.
This has one of my favorite Bakugo moments. So
And it has
Bakugo is definitely up there.
Yes, and All Might's giving up his rest of his strength.
In general, that is my favorite fight of like the entire series. So yeah,
The passing of the guard, yeah.
yeah.
Jinzu!
What about you, Jinzu? What do you think of characters this season?
Ass. Butt cheeks.
Yes, there
Okay,
we saw
you
plenty
can
of
move
those.
off- you can move off of Nejire. Yes, she was hot. Let's move on.
Oh.
Mount Lady.
Mount Lady, Mandalay, Ragdoll.
Eyes.
The eyes. Don't look into the eyes.
Season 3. What happened to Season 3 again?
I'm not repeating myself.
Summer camp.
They went to camp.
Summer camp, All Might versus All for One, and just basically points at Deku and says,
Exam.
it's all on you now.
The
and then
exam.
tests. With a tornado guy who punches himself in the face.
And then Bakugo fight with Deku.
Right. And then their exam where Bakugo has one of his gauntlets and he blows the shit out of All Might.
I think that was last season, but yeah, you good.
What?
That's when they
That
fought
was at the
teachers.
end of season 2, before the summer camp. Literally right before. I was just like, okay, we're going to test you guys out. And then whoever's got the worst scores is getting set on this part of the summer camp.
Right. That was setting it up. Yeah.
But yeah, what'd you think of this season?
There were a few good stakes. I like the setup that they were very clearly making. That's it. I don't really give a shit.
It
was alright.
It is unfortunate that it's My Hero Academia.
It's getting there. It's definitely like
This is when we're starting to ramp up.
Yeah, it's starting to get there. Right?
This is the next level.
People are going missing. It's like shit's starting to actually happen.
No
it's like,
move.
oh, the villains can just pop in on us.
With this teleporting guy.
From memory, season 3 was when I started to hop in. I think like towards the tail end of just like, oh, okay, this is really cool. And then season 4 was when I was like, okay, I'm watching this. Like, I think season 3 was like when I first started watching the show. So yeah.
Jinzu's dead.
Jinzu, if we can end this real quick. Here you go.
But my final thing that I will say about season 3 is, you know.
You know.
God
Did
damn
you know?
It,
Super Mario 64.
shut up.
Isn't the first two?
I do like
Yeah.
I do like that we did actually finally see the main baddie.
Yeah.
That it's like, even though Shigaraki is kind of...
We saw him before in the movie.
Yeah, shut up.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is his intro, and in the show, we get to see it. He instantly, as soon as he shows up, makes All Might use up all of his power entirely. So it completely removes him from the board almost completely. So it's just like, oh shit! This guy's smart. He's really smart.
You also have to consider, this is also both of them outside of their prime.
Oh, yeah.
Like, imagine these two in their prime, and holy shit.
That would have been a fight to see.
Yeah.
Yeah. My question is, if you had the ability to swim through walls and floors and shit...
Chainsaw Man?
No, like Tintin.
Chainsaw Man.
Like Tintin.
Okay, like Tintin, yeah.
How...
Mirio.
The Mirio, the Lemillion.
Because of the fact his eyes are, and his hair is kind
Oh,
of
I
like
always make fun of him and call him Lucas. From,
Oh, yeah.
From Mother 3.
Yeah.
Dick.
From Mother 3!
He's a combination of that and Tintin.
Yeah. He's just Lucas if Lucas was buff.
Luke Tin.
Yeah.
Luke Ton!
Luke Ton!
Instead of lukewarm.
But anyway, what about that power?
Like, how terrifying would it be if you just had that power instantly right now, and you have to figure out a way to control it?
I'm dying.
You're just falling to the center of the earth, just ah!
And then the power turns off when it's like too late.
So you get launched into space.
You know the other hard thing about it? You have to...
My dick!
You have to time it correctly, because in the moment when you're, like, in something, you can't breathe.
Oh, yeah.
So you have to time it properly of, if you time it of, like, I'll just stay down here as long as possible real quick. Yeah, you go up and you pop out dead.
Just
You get launched out dead?
I was gonna say, you see a corpse launch.
Hey, he hasn't come out in a while.
Holy shit!
Oh, he's definitely dead now. Holy shit, alright. That's exactly what I wanted out of that question.
How high do you think you could fly up by just going down as far as possible, launching up, and then going down a second time with that momentum?
He has to reach escape velocity, right?
Yeah.
With enough like...
Holy shit, can you...
It's Chi-Chi's when Goku launched Chi-Chi into space.
It's that!
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
But man,
Alright. What's next, Duke?
Season 4.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
We don't have a movie?
No movie until, what is it? I think season 5, either after season 5 or before season 5, is 2 movies.
Really? All right. Okay. Well, thank you everybody so much for watching. If you liked it, subscribe for more, and we'll catch you next time.
Next time we got to talk about Overhaul.
Anything to add, Jinsu? Anything to add?
The best villain.
Staining wood black with steel wool and vinegar.
I love stain.
Ning.
Do you like wood staining?
With blood.
Wood staining. What is he staining? No, what is the wood staining?
No.
What is the wood staining?
Wood.
We're staining
It's
wood.
wood staining.
Seems kind of gay.
I kill you. How about I fucking kill you, huh? How about I kill you? Bye-bye.
Season 4.
If you want to see more of our content, you can find our YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter on our linktree at linktree/greenvillains. That's linktr.ee/greenvillains.